Donald Trump, a full life story. Early life and education. Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Jamaica Estates, Queens, New York City. He was the fourth of 5 children born to Fred Trump, a successful real estate developer, and Mary and MacLeod Trump, an immigrant from Scotland. Raised in a wealthy household, Trump's childhood was shaped by privilege and a strong work ethic instilled by his father. Donald was known for his energetic and rebellious nature, which prompted his parents to send him to the New York Military Academy at age 13. The academy instilled discipline, competitiveness, and leadership skills, traits that would define much of his life. After graduating in 1964, Trump briefly attended Fordham University before transferring to the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. In 1968, he graduated with a degree in economics. Entry into real estate. After college, Donald joined his father's company, Elizabeth Trump and Son, which specialized in developing middle-class housing in Brooklyn and Queens. Under Fred Trump's mentorship, Donald learned the fundamentals of the real estate business, including construction, negotiation, and property management. In the 1970s, Donald sought to expand the family business into Manhattan, seeing greater potential in luxury properties. His first major project was the Commodore Hotel near Grand Central Terminal, which he redeveloped into the Grand Hyatt in 1980. This marked Trump's emergence as a major player in New York City real estate. Shortly after, he rebranded the family company as the Trump Organization, building the Trump brand. Throughout the 1980s, Trump constructed and acquired high-profile properties that showcased luxury and grandeur. These included Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, the Trump Plaza Hotel, and several casinos in Atlantic City, New Jersey. He also expanded into other ventures, such as airlines, publishing, and even a professional football team. Trump's name became synonymous with opulence, a brand he skillfully marketed. He published his first book, The Art of the Deal, in 1987, which became a bestseller and further enhanced his public image as a savvy businessman. However, his ventures were not without challenges. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, Trump faced financial difficulties, including several bankruptcies tied to his Atlantic City casinos. Rise as a celebrity. Despite financial setbacks, Trump maintained his public image through media appearances and high-profile events. By the 2000s, he had become a cultural icon, known for his brash personality and larger-than-life persona. In 2004, he began hosting The Apprentice, a reality television show that showcased his business acumen and catchphrase, "You're fired." The show was a massive success and ran for over a decade, cementing Trump's status as a household name. Entry into politics. Donald Trump had flirted with politics for decades. In 2000, he briefly ran for the Reform Party's presidential nomination, but withdrew. Over the years, he publicly supported candidates from both parties and frequently voiced opinions on national issues. His political ideology evolved, aligning more closely with conservative and populist views. In June 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for president as a Republican. His campaign was unconventional, relying on mass rallies, provocative rhetoric, and extensive use of social media. He promised to make America great again, focusing on issues like immigration, trade, and economic nationalism. His controversial statements, including a proposal to build a wall along the U.S.-Mexico border, drew criticism but also resonated with many voters. The 2016 presidential election. Trump's campaign defied political norms, appealing to working-class Americans who felt ignored by the political establishment. Despite facing a crowded Republican primary field, he secured the nomination. In the general election, Trump ran against former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. The campaign was polarizing, with issues ranging from Trump's past business dealings to Clinton's use of a private email server. On November 8, 2016, Trump won the presidency, securing 304 Electoral College votes despite losing the popular vote. His victory shocked political analysts and highlighted deep divisions in the country. Presidency, 2017 to 2021. Trump's presidency was marked by significant achievements, controversies, and a governing style that broke with traditional norms. 1. Domestic policies. Tax reform. Trump signed the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in 2017, which reduced corporate tax rates and lowered taxes for many individuals. Immigration. His administration implemented strict immigration policies, including a travel ban targeting several predominantly Muslim countries, and increased border security efforts. Judicial appointments. Trump appointed over 200 federal judges, including 3 Supreme Court justices, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett, shifting the judiciary to the right. Deregulation. The administration rolled back numerous environmental and business regulations to stimulate economic growth. 2. Foreign policy. Trump pursued an America First foreign policy, emphasizing U.S. interests over international agreements. He withdrew from the Paris Climate Accord and the Iran nuclear deal. He renegotiated trade agreements, including the USMCA, and imposed tariffs on China, sparking a trade war. Trump held unprecedented meetings with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, though denuclearization efforts ultimately faltered. 3. Controversies and impeachments. Trump was impeached twice by the House of Representatives. The first impeachment in 2019 involved allegations of pressuring Ukraine to investigate Joe Biden, while the second in 2021 accused him of inciting the January 6th Capitol riot. He was acquitted both times by the Senate. 4. COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic became a defining challenge of Trump's presidency. His administration oversaw Operation Warp Speed, which accelerated vaccine development. However, his handling of the crisis, including downplaying the virus and promoting improving treatments, drew widespread criticism. 2020 presidential election. In 2020, Trump ran for re-election against Democrat Joe Biden. The election, conducted during the pandemic, saw record voter turnout. Biden won both the popular vote and the Electoral College. Trump refused to concede, alleging widespread voter fraud. His claims culminated in the January 6, 2021, storming of the U.S. Capitol by his supporters, an event that further polarized the nation. Post-presidency, after leaving office, Trump remained a dominant figure in Republican politics. He continued to claim that the 2020 election was stolen and hinted at another presidential run, which he officially announced in November 2022. Trump's influence reshaped the Republican Party, moving it toward a populist, nationalist identity. His post-presidency was also marked by legal challenges, including investigations into his business dealings, tax records, and handling of classified documents. Legacy and impact. Donald Trump's life and career have left an indelible mark on American politics, culture, and business. To his supporters, he represents a champion of the working class and a disruptor of the political status quo. To his detractors, he embodies divisiveness and a threat to democratic institutions. Regardless of perspective, Trump's impact is undeniable. His presidency and political career have reshaped national discourse, altered the Republican Party's trajectory, and set the stage for debates about populism, media influence, and governance in the modern era.